Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lynne. We're just gonna jump into it. And I hit load game this time. Cool. Dad and Jas are arguing again. I don't think it's Jas's fault. She probably didn't want to argue, least of all with Dad. Jas used to bully me a lot when we were little, but I don't think she's a nasty person. Not really. Even if she is, she certainly wouldn't try to pick a fight with our dad. Dad's a lot bigger than both of us, and he's scary too. He'd be scary even if he didn't have such a quick temper. Dad's shoulders are broad and his hands are very large. That sounds like basically the average male. They're scarred from years of manual labor. He works in construction, has done ever since I can remember. It's kind of good Dad works in construction. Usually he's too tired and dusty to do anything other than sigh and grunt and lie on the sofa watching the TV when he comes home from work. That's me all the time, but that's just most of the time. Not all the time. Sometimes he comes home in really foul moods. His hands cracked and muddy, his palms bleeding, and then he starts shouting. He never starts shouting right away though. He's always quiet at first, like a volcano before it erupts. That makes it even scarier. Dad isn't a bad person. He doesn't mean to lose his temper. I don't think he wants to shout at Mum, or that's such a British thing, Mum, or insult Jas, or make me cry. He does it because he's stuck in an exhausting job he doesn't like, but he never went to college, so he can't get anything better. According to Dad, I like how sometimes the dad is capitalized and other times the dad is not capitalized. It's kind of, inconsistent. According to Dad, the job market's in the shitter right now. His words, not mine, and there's no way he can even hope of getting anything halfway decent. That's why he keeps telling me I should study. I have to do well. I have to succeed. I have to make him proud. I think what he really means is, don't end up like me. That's why he got so angry at Jas when she broke the news about her pregnancy. Maybe he thought it was some kind of failure on his part. Or maybe he thought he'd done everything he could for us and Jas was throwing his efforts back in his face. He's argued with Jas on an almost daily basis since then. Jas isn't meek like me, and she doesn't get scared easily, so she always argues back. Dad started to have a go at Jas as soon as he got home today, and then she tried to defend herself, and things got worse from there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Right there, inconsistent. The dad is capitalized, but the other time it wasn't capitalized. Get consistent. Mom asked Dad to stop, but he shoved her away. Ooh. Oh, Marigold. Oh my god, like the fucking... No, wait, that's Dairygold, not Marigold. I was gonna say like the fucking dairy brand, but then I realized it was Dairygold, not Marigold. Marigold is such... Who names their kids Marigold anymore? That's such an old-fashioned name. It's like naming your kid, naming a girl Gertrude, or a guy Rupert. Or Rufus. Who does that anymore? Who does that? Tell me who does that. Stay out of this Marigold. It has nothing to do with you. Mom tried to say it did have something to do with her because Jas is her daughter, and then oh my god, why? Okay, now it's consistent again. And then Dad gave her this look, and Mom hid herself away in the kitchen. Dad and Jas are still arguing, even now. I can hear them downstairs, their voices echoing through the house. So you just sat at home and did nothing again? You're wasting your life! Well, what do you expect me to do? I'm 6 months pregnant. I don't want to risk hurting the baby. The baby. It's always a fucking baby. You should have thought about that before you gave yourself to the first man that asked. Ooh. Or used contraception, and if that failed, you could have gotten an abortion, or, you could still get a job. You can get a job and stay at home, like work from home, that's possible. I think only pregnant women take, like, the last 3 months off of work, so then, like, they're ready to go, you know? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they take, like, I'm pretty sure women that are pregnant take, like, take, you know, family leave from work at, like, is it the 3rd trimester? When do women, let me look this up. When what? Defining maternity leave. The Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993 grants all parents the same 12 weeks. It's all considered the family leave for fathers and adoptive parents. You can begin the 12 weeks before you give birth, but then you'll have less time afterward. How long before due date should I take maternity leave? Usually the earliest you can start your leave is 11 weeks before the expected week of childbirth. Leave will also start the day after the birth if the baby is early, automatically if you're off work for a pregnancy-related illness, in the 4 weeks before the week, Sunday to Saturday, that your baby is due. I don't know. Anyways. I already told you it was a party. I was drunk. Oh, well, that changes everything. Sorry about what I said earlier. And that makes it all the better, does it? I wasn't saying that. I don't want to hear it. I didn't raise my only daughter to be a slut. Oh, wait, what? Only daughter? Wait, what am I then? I'm not stressed about my only daughter thing. I wish the walls in this house weren't so thin. I can hear them yelling even though I'm in the upstairs bathroom. I think the neighbors can hear too. We've had noise complaints more than once. The arguing got so bad at one point, Jazz moved out to live with one of her friends for 3 weeks. Mom cried and thought she'd never come back, but she did. Dad cried too. He hugged Jazz and called her his baby girl and said he was sorry. He was so sorry. He said he'd never shout at her like that again. He was wrong. I stare at the ceiling. The beige paint is peeling and mold is sprouting in the corners. Sorry. The water, now lukewarm, pools around my body. The tap is faulty and it drips over and over again into the already overfull bathtub. It's not loud enough. Not loud enough to drown out the noise. There's always so much noise. What am I, the Grinch? Noise, noise, noise! I sink back into the tub, submerging myself completely. I want to hide from it all. Everything. There are rolls of fat on my tummy, and my legs need shaving. Well, of course there's gonna be rolls of fat on your tummy. When you're, like, laying down or you're if you're laying in the tub... No, if you're sitting, you're always gonna have a little fupa. You know, you're gonna have a little fupa because, like, the skin isn't stretched when you're standing up. Like, the skin stretches when you stand up, so you're, like, thin. But, like, when you sit down, you know, it kind of sags a little bit. And that's normal. You're not fat. Also, you kind of need fat on your stomach. Not a whole lot. I'm just saying. It's all about moderation. But obviously, this girl is all over the place. They're nicked here and there with small scars from my last attempt. Oh, I love when that happens. I have PE tomorrow. It's my least favorite lesson. I can't stand it. I never had one PE class in my whole entire high school career because I talked to my counselor because we had marching band and those technically counted as PE credits, but technically speaking, you still had to take a PE class because it wasn't a replacement. But I did talk to my counselor. I'm like, hey, can we just have those two? Because you only need one PE credit, and like the marching band credits were like half credits each, like both trimesters. So I'm like, hey, can you just make that a full credit for me, and so I don't have to take PE classes? And she's like, hell yeah, I can. I'm like, hell yeah, thanks, counselor. She's like, no problem. I understand why you don't want to do fucking PE, because you hate it. I'm like, yes, I do. I don't like people staring at me. I don't like getting changed in front of my classmates. Oh, I hated that too. I always worry compared to everyone else that my body looks all wrong. I close my eyes. The water flows from about my head. It worms its way inside my ears. Ew! It's hard to hear Dad and Jazz like this. The sound is distorted like it's happening on an alien planet millions of light years away. I think I'd prefer that. I'd like to live in space if it meant I could be alone. No Dad, no Mum, no Jazz, no Susie, no Lynne either. I wonder what Lynne's house is like. I bet it isn't like this. It's announcer. And next we have number 86, Miss Harper. Will you please step onto the stage? I want to obey the disembodied voice, but I can't. My legs are trembling like a baby deer's. My heart is pounding. I can hear them all, the crowd, they're cheering. It's so loud it hurts. They're getting more and more excited. The previous act is ushered off the stage. The red X that marks the spot is free. Waiting. I feel sick. Why did I sign up for this? I don't think I'd sign up for it. It must have been Susie. We saw an advert on TV a while back, and Susie said it was a great opportunity. You wouldn't want to miss out on a shot at stardom, would you? She asked. I forgot the voice I gave her already. I would, very much so. I don't like performing in front of other people. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm not pretty like Susie. I'm not self-confident. I'm not anything, really. Why am I here? Just to suffer? Every night I feel my arm and my leg. It's like it's still there. It's still there. I want to turn around and leave, but I've already come this far. I can't back out now. The roar of the crowd is almost deafening. Miss Harper, will you please step onto the stage? The disembodied voice calls to me again, crackly and distorted. It sounds impatient. The crowd are getting impatient, too. So's Susie. She's standing behind me. When did she get there? And she pushes me between my shoulder blades. Her eyes are narrowed. I forgot the voice I gave her already.
Come on, Lynne. We worked hard for this. You can't back out now.
I'm just gonna do that voice for her. I forgot the voice I already gave her. What was the voice that I gave her? I forgot. Let's see. What's my video? Where's my video? Wait. Oh, okay. It's a little bit more high-pitched. I don't know, I'm nervous.
You can't be nervous, not after we worked on your choreography. And you have such a cute outfit, too! It'd be a shame not to flaunt it.
Cute? I'm not so sure. This outfit would probably look cute on Susie, but it doesn't look cute on me. My skirt is too short. It's several inches above my knees. If I move around too much, I'll be in serious danger of exposing my underwear to the entire nation. What was I thinking? I never think. The longer I stand here in the wings, paralyzed with fear, the harder it is for me to talk. The harder and harder it gets for me to think until I start to unthink. Everything I might have thought is slipping out of my skull like somebody's drilled a hole in my head. Susie, please. I can't.
You have to! Aki composed this song especially for you.
Aki? I glance over Susie's shoulder. Aki's there because of course he is. He was always there. He came to see me because he composed a song for me now, and now I have to dance to it. He's in his 30s, but he doesn't look that old, though. When I squint, I can see small lines beneath his eyes. His teeth are a little yellow, too, and there are blemishes across his skin. I can't imagine Susie dating somebody like this, but he is rich, so...
And your mother made your costume. You can't let her down.
That's right, I made it just for you, darling. Mum? Don't look so surprised, dear. I wanted to come and cheer you on. That's right, you could do it, Lynn. Oh god. And Jazz. Jazz is here too? Why wouldn't Jazz be here? If Aki's here, who I'm sure I've never met before, it makes sense Jazz would be here too. I'm not sure about Dad, but maybe he was so ashamed at the thought of his favorite daughter making a fool out of herself on national television that he couldn't bear to show up. I don't think I blame him. Miss Harper, if you are there, will you please come onto the stage? The audience are stamping their feet against the floor. I can hear them. They stamp over and over again, and it echoes inside my skull. My heart pounds harder and harder.
You can do it, Lynn!
Don't back down. You're meant to be the smart one. I always wanted Oh, sorry, I went a little bit too announcer there. I've always wanted at least one of my children to amount to something. Hey, what about me, Mom? But I... You worry too much, Lynn.
You need to live a little. That's why you've never had a boyfriend.
I feel like I'm going to be sick, but maybe Susie's right. I do need to live a little. I can't give up before I've tried. I breathe in deeply and square my shoulders. My stomach's churning and I think I'm going to be sick, but I try to suppress it. The show must go on. The show will go on, whether I want it to or not. Oh, God. Ew. The lights on the stage are far too bright. The roar of the crowd is deafening. I feel like I've been tossed off the side of a ship. I'm drowning in sounds and sensations. There are so many colors I can see the white lights flickering inside my eyelids when I blink. This stage is the only thing that separates me from the crowd. If they wanted, they could swarm forwards and pull me down at any time. Hurt me. Trample me. Break me. I shiver. Susie and Aki and Jazz and my mother are waiting for me in the wings, just beyond the plush red curtains, but I've never felt so alone. My fingers tremble. My makeup is starting to run. I'm sweating foundation and eyeshadow and mascara like some sort of clown. You must be sweating a lot then, because even when I sweat, that doesn't happen. A circus freak. The crowd goes wild. So, Miss Harper, will you please introduce yourself? What brings you to Searching for the Stars? I need to lift my head. Stop looking at my feet. I doubt I'm making a good impression. My grip about the microphone spasms. When did I have a microphone? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm Lynne Harper, and I'm 15 years old. I go to Grace Court Secondary School, and I'm not that good at anything. The audience laughs appreciatively. But my friend Susie made me sign up for this, and she put together a routine for me, so I'm going to sing and dance. Alright, do your best. Yes, thank you. Do I get to sing? The music begins to play. It's a song Aki composed for me, but there's something wrong with it. It's muffled and distorted like it's playing from the bottom of the ocean. Thousands of beady, unblinking eyes are trained on me. They all want to see me fail. Maybe this is what I deserve. I watch Britain's Got Talent and the X Factor in the living room with Jazz sometimes whenever they're on, and we always snicker obligingly at the crap acts. The old women with false teeth who can't sing. The stunt artists who trip and fall over their own feet. The comedians who can't get a single smile, let alone a laugh. It's just a public exercise in meanness, really. It's a way to mock and belittle those who dare to think that they have talent. But I don't think that. I know I don't have any talent. I'm just Lynne. Plain Lynne. I don't even have an extra E at the end of my name. And speaking of which... Oh no, she's there. There's a girl in the audience. I recognize her. She's sitting between two dark and shadowy figures without eyes or noses or ears or mouths. In contrast, this girl's features are very sharp. Her eyes are awfully familiar. So is her nose, her mouth, her ears, her hair. She looks just like me, but she isn't me. She can't be me because I'm up here and she's down there. Lynne? The music continues. I stand there feeling stupider and stupider with every passing second. I sweat makeup. Animal fat rolls off my skin and gobbets. Ew. The audience are getting restless. They start calling out to me. I can't hear what they're saying. I'm glad too. But I get the general gist. They stamp their shadowy feet. They point with their shadowy fingers. They shout with their shadowy mouths. Get her off the stage! She's not doing anything! What a waste! A waste. I really am a waste. I feel faint. I think I'm going to collapse until a strange, scuttling sensation begins to creep. No, not just creep, caress my body. The touch is almost intimate, but in such an incredibly wrong way it makes the hair stand up at the back of my neck. What's happening? There are feelers all over my body. Or maybe they're not feelers. Could they instead be legs? Yes, legs, that's what they are. Hundreds upon hundreds of tiny insectile legs. Oh no, please, no, stop. They trail down the small of my back, oh god. They probe the dark crevice of my belly button. Gross. They squirm against the insides of my thighs. They're everywhere, all of them. Horrible, horrible monsters. My body is crawling with dozens upon dozens of millipedes. No! Oh no! Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did it come from? What can I do? I've been married a long time. No! Where did it come from? Where did it come from? What can I do? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever find out. The audience are laughing. The crowd threatens to burst my eardrums. I have very narrow ear canals. Mom said it was a medical condition. It runs in the family. I can't deal with all of this. These disgusting, filthy, horrible creatures. I try to bat them away, brush them off. A few millipedes fall from my thighs. They land upside down on the wooden stage with legs squirming pathetically in the air. Ew, you're grossing me out. Hundreds upon hundreds of legs. I step on them. They burst. Leaking black insect fluid all over the wooden stage. The audience laughs harder. They're pounding their feet against the floor. The stage seems to shake. Why are they enjoying this so much? What did I do wrong? No matter how many millipedes I shake off my body, yet more spawn to replace them. They're endless. Oh god. They continue to wriggle and writhe, covering every inch of my body. Between my toes. Ew! Against my armpits. Oh! Even inside my mouth. I choke, gag, thousands of tiny legs, even thinner than pipe cleaners, try to prise my lips open. Press my lips and I can feel them wriggling against my tongue. I'm going to throw up. Oh, I am definitely going to throw up in fucking real life in about 5 seconds. I'm gonna vomit out millipedes all over the stage. Everybody's going to see. Well, they got to see you anyways. They're going to laugh. Who gives a shit? Everybody. Except her. Well, what is she doing? Is she crying? She won't laugh. She'll just watch and stare and she won't do anything to help me. Why should she? I've never tried to be nice to her. She's crying. Why would she be nice to me? She's crying. You didn't even point that out. She has tears in her eyes. I can't keep upright. I fall to my knees, squashing several wriggling millipedes beneath me. There are more and more of them. They're not just crawling against my skin, over my brow, inside my bra. Said they're inside me, inside my mouth, beneath my eyes, secreted away inside my veins. I'm choking. I'm drowning. I'm dying, and everybody laughs. Hey, Lynne, you finally woke up, and good God, you look awful. Oh, I feel awful. Okay, guys, I'm done. My appetite is completely gone, and I feel disgusted. So I feel like that's a good place for me to leave off at. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this and would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!